I didn't take mine personally.
No, no,
wewe ulikaa chini na baby mama wangu wewe. Mugongea for 2 hours. But sasa nikuulize. Bro, you had my number. Niaje G? Nimeambiwa A, B, C, D. Is it true? Na nikwambie niaje? Uliza tu for evidence before upost. Sina shida, but uliza tu for. How hard was that, man?
I think we were honestly in a space that was still growing, and we were also in a space that really needed a lot of integrity and a lot of, how do I put this? We were in a space that needed, it was a fast-moving space. It was a fast-moving space.
Who gets the breaking news fast?
Yes.
Who gets the exclusive? Who shares it fast?
You know, like I remember the day before we did a press with you.
Yeah, because you called me, I was like, okay, then I did the press.
Yes, and then
I'm like, this guy was with me yesterday. I'm like, wow, Ali. So you called me, kumbe you are setting up this for that. I felt very disappointed.
So, ideally, it is the fact that when you are in a growing space, mistakes are bound to happen. You understand? For example, I'll give you an example. When you brought someone here, okay, they talked about their ex. They had the right to feel the way they would feel. And they would say, why wouldn't Obinna call me? Why wouldn't, you know, sometimes maybe we go to gym with Obinna. And they do not understand that career part of you. Okay? So, I wouldn't say it was a good thing that I did. I wouldn't say it was a bad thing that I did. The only thing I would attribute it is the fact that it was a fast-paced industry. Like today, I could come here, talk about, you know, talk shit about my ex, right? And you would never probably know them, right? But they would still feel like, hata mimi natamani ningepewa hiyo chance niongee, niseme ukweli juu Ali amedanganya, but they might never get that chance. So it comes from a point of, I want to get the breaking news. I want to do this. I want to create the next viral video. And I'm taking you back to what I was telling you. Like, once my numbers grew and I felt like the satisfaction was not actually coming from this. This was not feeding me in any way. It was actually draining me mentally. Getting to know who's broken up with who, ni gossip gani na bamba, ni nani ana trend sahi. All those things kind of rounded off, and I felt like this is not my purpose. And I think we had a conversation a while back, and I told you, like, I feel like I have outgrown the industry. I feel like when I'm talking to people, I don't want them to see me as someone's husband. I don't want them to see me as someone's ex. I want them to listen to me for the 1 minute that I'm going to give them, and they're going to understand and get some value from it. So that was a growing baby who's right now a man and knows what they want, and the value, they're more focused in the value that they're giving people.
Sawa, sema pole. Munez. Do you have any regrets in any of the interviews that you did back then? Do you look at them, you're like, hey man, this one enyewe, this one ilichoma, this one?
I think it comes from a point of sikuwa najua.
Okay.
From more of a point of, you know, there's a difference between hii interview najua inaenda kuchoma Obinna mbaya, so lazima nifanye ndio imume. There's that. And then there's, maze, wacha nifanye hii interview, utanipea numbers, ni exclusive and everything. And then it ends up kuhat msee mwenye, you're like, I didn't figure it out like This was like the depth of the interview, like the damage it would cause. So it was coming from a point of sijui, but juu na chase numbers, na chase whatever, you end up doing the things that they are not good for you, and they might even ruin the relationship between you and people. I'll give you another example. I got sued by Willie Paul because I think we did an interview with Miss P, and she had like serious allegations. Okay? And these things are very weird. That was like 2-3 weeks. We were vibing in the studio to keep a story in a pose. And then this lady comes to our interview. She's like, I have something to say. Then she drops the bombshell.
Yo.
Then I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? Still want the numbers. Still want, you know.
So you gotta post it.
I'm posting it. And, you know, Willie Paul would think like, man, nilikuwa na huyu jamaa tu.
Yeah, malicious, yeah.
Huyu jamaa ni mbaya. Huyu jamaa anataka kunichomea.
Yeah.
But it's not coming from that. It's coming from a point of, I do not care so much. Not that I don't care, but I do not know the impact that these things are going to cause. Probably for me, my relationships with people, you know, and those things. And I'm actually glad that I tried in as much as possible to actually not turn out to be the person that burned bridges, you know. And most people would look at us and think that we had our lives figured out. But I'm trying to tell you guys this for a fact. We're just young guys who are trying out stuff that had never been done here in Kenya. So we were the first ones. So we are supposed to be the first ones to make those mistakes so that anyone who's doing it right now cannot make the same mistakes. We're supposed to be the first ones getting the most trolls so that someone else who's getting into the space does not get to do the same things we did. Like right now, you're among the first people to do this whole live in a structured way.
Yeah.
Right now, when you started, you would notice those small mistakes, the lighting and everything. So it takes you to build other people who are going to come back or to come and get into this space to actually try and, you know, be like, I don't want to mess the same, staki ku mess na light. Unaona hii show ya Obinna haina light power.
They improve. My show is like a dipstick. Even the guest I host, the questions I ask.
That's the thing.
Other people are like, this guy's asking this question. And I'm like, yeah, learn from it. So next time, don't ask it.
Yeah.
So mine is the testing ground because nobody has done a live show like this. Even the mistakes, sometimes we have a sound issue. And it's live. Someone's like, sound. I'm like, yeah, we are figuring it out. It's live. We're also learning.
Yes. That's the thing.
Because if it's recorded, the sound has been balanced. The light has been balanced, color grading. As we do it on the go.
Now look at that the same way as our space was. And people do not understand it because they're seeing Munga Eve, she has numbers, she looks like she's going for vacations, she's living her best life.
Yeah.
But uko nyuma, we're facing struggles of nimepata, I would call it mic paralysis. Nimepata mse, naambiwa ana trend, hata sijui anaitwa nani, na nafani mu-interview ndio pia mimi nipate views. You understand?
Yeah.
So it was, I would say it's a point of where a child starts growing to get to understand themselves. And that is why, if I made the same mistake right now, I would do a public apology. Because I'd be like, I already know this is a mistake. I already know, I am media trained in a way that this is not the right question I should ask Obinna. Or this is the right approach I should take when it comes to me interviewing Obinna's girlfriend and she makes some serious allegations. I need to get the other side of the story, you know, such kind of stuff. So I would actually attribute it to the fact that anything that I did or most of the things that we were doing, it was just trial.
Experimental.
Yeah, we're just experimenting with life. We just, no one has ever broke a story, probably like that one I did. No one has ever broke a story like that one I did for Pose, that one I did for you. So we had, and they went viral so much because we had like what we call the first movers advantage or something. This is the first time you're doing such a big story. Everyone is right now on YouTube. I don't know if it makes sense to you.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And then, you know, after that story now, you and I, we had altercations. And I was labeled all names. I was told the way I am...
Okay.
He's a professional. He knows. That's better.
Okay. Yes.
So now it's good. Yeah, so that time when we were having, when that was happening and a lot was happening in the space, people said we had a lot of beef. We also came out and said we had a lot of beef.
Yes.
And I was labeled all these names, the way niko na rombaya, sijui nini, baadaye wakasema nimekuibia nyota. You've seen the stories?
I've seen the stories.
Yeah, nimekuibia nyota, umeiba nyota ya presenter Ali, sijui nini. I'm just like,
nyota uibuaje?
I'll show you. So I don't know if we should tell them ama tuache waendelee. Well, here goes nothing. So Kenyans,
ladies and gentlemen,
they don't really understand showbiz.
It was showbiz.
When you do showbiz, they... By the way, me and Ali, we've never had beef.
Imagine.
The most strange thing. And those videos you saw tulikuwa tunazipanga.
Ya kusalimiana.
Kama ya kusalimiana tulipanga tu hapo.
Walk.
Because we shot it at Mr. Walk. We shot it twice.
Yes.
Tukasema ya kwanza si poa.
Ya kwanza ijaenda poa.
Ukakama pili tukasema no, sasa we kuja gotea wasemi ukifika mita jam.
Yes.
Ile nilikwambia kula views. Where was it?
That was at we were doing this interview ya huyu bosi wako. This guy from US. Des. Yes. And then we were like, bro, see we do something sahi.
Then nikasema mimi nitakam.
Utakam.
Jaribu kuni-interview nikwambie we kula views. Yeah, so
nakwambia nilitukanwa. Nilikuwa tunaambiwa tu kula views.
Na mimi
I was very happy, by the way. It's a game of numbers.
Yeah, that thing for kula views ilisonga sana. That one. Then nini for hiyo ya kusalimia.
Yeah.
Ilitukano.
For real?
Yeah. Unakosa kusalimia msee. Unaringa nini? I'm just like, you guys have no idea. I'm just like, so we recorded it, tukakama ukatugotea nini.
Alafu Tumbili akairusha.
Yeah, Tumbili ndiye alipost. That time I was working with Tumbili.
Yes.
And I think I had a white
before apate pesa.
Or something. Yeah, so that one. So I've had quite a few scripts that I've developed that some backfired.
Kuna ingine ulipiga na Kamene kwa kiss pale.
Tulifanya nini?
Kasema, presenter Ali, I hate that guy.
Yeah.
And I think the same thing. That's why we gave birth to the things that are going on right now.
Yeah.
You understand? We were doing things that were not done before.
Well, yeah,
watu wamezoea beef ni za
beef ni legit.
Ni legit ya
wasa hip hop.
Za hip hop, you know. Beef ni watu wanatakadi kupigana.
Yeah.
But we are trying to show them like it's not about that. It's about
it's for fun.
It's for fun.
And then there's something that also there's a misconception that Kenyans have. Let me just Google it now so I explain. So there's something called clout. So let me Google for you clout. So the meaning of clout, the second meaning says influence or power, especially in politics or business. That is the meaning. The first one is a heavy blow with the hand or a hard object, not that one. So the second meaning of clout, influence or power, especially in politics or business. Is clout a good thing or a bad thing?
Clout is the best thing that has ever happened in the entertainment industry.
Ta-da! Oh, unapenda sana ku-clout chase. Exactly. Like,
natoa pesa wapi?
That's my business. Like,
yes,
clout chasing is a bit, if you want to get influence, or it's a good thing. You have clout.